where accelerated change is changing every single rule of business. We're facing change, extreme change, that is going to create both risk and opportunity in an entirely new way, and the bottom line is we need to be able to change faster. What I'm going to do in this presentation is give you a sense of what's next, what's coming. I'm going to take you in my time machine and give you a glimpse of some of the technologies, some of the key drivers.
Will you be ready? Will you be ready? What will it look like to get to become what we call future ready to do this?
Dr. James Canton is a renowned global futurist, social scientist, author, sought-after business advisor, and thought leader. He is America's leading futurist who's known for his visionary insights about the impact of emerging technologies and innovation on business and society. He offers audiences a breathtaking preview of the top megatrends that are reshaping every aspect of our lives. From incredible new breakthroughs in biology, science, and information technology to shifting consumer demographics, the changing workforce, global business, energy, climate, leadership, and security. As a leading authority on future trends and their impact on business, society, and the economy, Dr. Canton has been advising business and government for 25 years. Dr. Canton is the author of Techno Futures, a book acclaimed by business leaders as a blueprint for how emerging technologies will shape the future of business in the 21st century, and The Extreme Future, the top trends that will reshape the world in the next 20 years. His next book is The New Future. Dr. Canton is a commentator on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox, where he reports on the latest business and social trends to a worldwide audience. He served on the advisory board of MIT's prestigious Media Lab in Europe, a center for global innovation, and Motorola's Visionary Advisory Board. Dr. Canton is a senior fellow at the Knowledge Innovation Network at the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University. He is co-chairman of the Futures track at the NASA-sponsored Singularity University and was also an advisor to the White House. Dr. Canton has spoken to thousands of organizations worldwide on 5 continents. Successful Meetings magazine named him one of the top presenters in the nation. A frequent guest in the media, articles about Dr. Canton have appeared in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, U.S. News and World Reports, Fortune magazine, CEO, CIO, and CFO magazines. He has been recognized by The Economist as one of the leading futurists in the world. Dr. Canton's keynotes prepare audiences today to meet the challenges of the new future.
Well, welcome to the future. I'm going to take the next 45 minutes and give you a sense of what's coming next. Now, some of these innovations and some of these trends may affect your business, certainly affect your industry, but also, just maybe, they might affect you. You're going to be living in an exciting era, an era that, quite frankly, has never been seen before, because you will be living longer than any human beings of any civilization, of any era, of any society in the history of the world. Many of the innovations we're going to be talking about, and yes, a number of them affect your industry as well, but many of them affect the evolution of our society, of our global population. The emergence of 100 new megacities, going from 6 billion to potentially 8 to 9 billion people over the next 40 years, 30 to 40 years. And of course, if you're living longer, as you will be, based on many medical innovations, mapping the human genome, nanobiology, you will be around to see those. And in fact, I even did a survey with my own mother, who's approximately 80. We're not exactly sure. We keep celebrating birthdays, right? And I asked her, Mom, you're getting old. I know that. You can't quite keep up with things. But if you could download yourself or rebuild part of you that's not working into a robot so you could play 2 rounds of golf and you could read 2 books a week and you really had your cognitive facilities and all that, would you do it? And she said, would that get you to call me more often? Would that actually work? I said, yeah, sure. We'll talk about it. Robo-Mom.
That kind of music, it could really go places, huh?
Good morning. How is everyone? Wait a minute. Where's my presentation? Oh, I forgot. I left my presentation in the mobile cloud. Hold on for a second. You can't see this. It's echolocation from my iris. Not that one. No, not a video email from my daughter right now. Oh, that's it. Okay. Let's download that one. Web 2.0. Great. So, do you have that application, by the way? Anybody have that application yet? The mobile cloud application? I hear it may be available at the Exchange soon. Anyway, I'm going to give you an overview of what I think is going to come next for Web 2.0, how it may relate to telecom. Of course, those of you who have maybe seen me before or even read about some of my heresies, I've talked about VoIP for a long time, back when the whole notion of anything traveling over an IP network was a bit of heresy. And then as we made the evolution from copper to the web, the issues of what may be coming next in other kinds of platforms, post-Wi-Fi, even post-WiMAX, represents a very new way to think about business, not technology, a new way to think about business, doing business. If you're interested in your own sustainability for the future, you want to pay attention to this, not as a technological innovation, but as a global business innovation. I run a think tank in San Francisco. I write books. I'm focused on one thing and one thing only: what's coming next. Founded in 1990, we're all about forecasting what are the leading innovations that might transform business, markets, and society. What can we learn about what's coming over the top of the mountain that may help you become more successful in what you do? What do we need to understand about 10 vertical markets that we could then turn into markets, global markets, markets in our geography that we could then collaborate with others to figure out how to not just make money, but serve? That is the ticket to your sustainability. Why? Because as we move towards Web 3.0, which I forecast is north of, in and around 2010 and beyond, you're talking about a very fast, robust, interoperable set of platforms. Voice is going to be critical to that. You're going to be looking at telepresence. I don't want to just see it. I want to engage in it. I want to feel it, engage in it. I want to travel through it. I can say that telereality, telepresence, 3D, that a variety of other applications will show up that will give a rich user experience. Are you going to help me do that? Or do you think that Web 2.0 is about, social networking and 15-year-olds on Facebook downloading videos that don't make any sense? Are you going to help enable the next generation of entrepreneurs? The next emergence of the middle class in India, Europe, Africa, Asia? Are you going to enable that? Because I can tell you right now, having just 2 weeks ago I was in Istanbul, a month and a half ago I was in Asia, I'm on my way to Europe and North Africa, I can tell you that's what's happening. That's the key driver. And Web 2.0 is going to play a role in this explosion. And this media ecosystem is emerging now. Imagine always-on products, always on. This water will let me know if it's mine, identity management. It may be able to download nutraceutical biological information packets that will be good for me based on my genomic footprint that's logged in the cloud, of course. To be able to let me know if it is optimized for me, and if so, will it enable me? And the plastic, of course, I'll have a choice. I can interact with this always-on product to be able to let it know, are you ecologically sound? Are you being taken care of? Now, you may say, gee, God, that sounds stupid. Why would you want to do that? Well, you look at the economics. Look at how 90% of consumers in the US and Europe view themselves as green consumers. Certainly, green sustainability is one of the key drivers now of business, as we all know. This represents, this business, so the plastic, the labeling, the water, represents a couple $2 billion business. And when you look at the larger frame of that, nutraceuticals, what, life extension, the fastest growing part of the medical marketplace is life extension, longevity, sciences, what's happening next. All of a sudden, this becomes kind of interesting if this was aware, alive. And those companies that are out in front of that next innovation, or those innovations that are enabling their customers for the future, will be able to maximize profitability and perhaps even more sustainability. So let's talk about Web 2.0, 3.0, and on. And my key theme for those of you who think you're at a technology meeting only is it's about business, it's about society, it's about the transformation and the emergence of a global innovation economy. That is everything we've been talking about in terms of the internet.